Well, welcome back. 2001 Dodge Ram 1500 5.9 liter again. Just did a tune-up in it. Blower motor's not working. I took a quick look at it. I'm going to show you what I found, and we're going to fix it. And we're under the passenger side, right below the glove box. Blower motor's back in here. I took a real quick look, and then hopefully you can see that. That wire right there, it's got corroded. When I first took it apart, you could see maybe the dust coming out of it. It's corroded pretty heavily. And that wire's burnt and got a lot of green corrosion in there. So it wasn't working at all. As soon as I did that, put it back together. I saw it immediately, but put it back together. Now it's not working. It was working a minute ago. Got a bad connection. I had it working and then not working, and so we're obviously, this side actually looks pretty good. This side's clean. Doesn't look bad at all. This side, not so much. So we're gonna have to get a connector for this temporarily. I'm gonna bypass this connector, and he has to have this back today. So I'm gonna get it back to him. And I'm gonna order a connector for it. See if I can get one today. If I can get one, I'll fix the connector. If not, he'll bring it back and I'll fix this connector. But that's at least the first problem here. This is just, it's not good. It's corroded pretty heavily. So I'm gonna hook this directly up to the battery just to see if it works. I know it works. At least temporarily it worked because I had it working. And obviously it's not drawing too much amperage. It's not blowing the fuse. It's a fuse circuit. So I just want to check it to make sure everything's good with it. So it's a little noisy, but I know he doesn't care about that. He just wants it to run. There, we're back underneath here. Passenger side, we're just going to open this up here. See if we can get it apart. See if we can fix it at least temporarily. There we go. Okay. So temporarily I can't get the connector today. He needs this truck back tonight. So I cut the connectors off on both sides, and there's connectors on both sides. When I get the connector, I'll put them both back on. For now, I'm just going to bypass the connector with some butt connectors. I don't leave it like this. I like to solder, but temporarily this is fine since I can't get that connector today. And then when I get the connector, I'll solder both sides of the connectors back on and fix it permanently. But for now, just going to use some butt connectors and bypass the connector for now. It should work fine. All right. I know my hand's right in your way. Can't really see anything, but it's nothing exciting. Alright. Make sure you connect the right wire to the right wire. In this case, blue to green. Don't connect them backwards. Make sure it gets in there all the way. Pair of crimpers here. I know I'm probably right in your way in everything that I'm doing, but I'm sure the wire's seated good in there, which it's not right now, but will be in a second. Or a couple seconds. Giving me grief here. blue to green. Don't get it wrong. You will not be happy if you get it wrong. Man, oh man. This thing's just being a pain. Come on. Just the right size to get in there. Get in there. There we go. See if I can crimp on this. Tug test. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's good for a temporary connection. Not how I like to do permanent connections. I'm a big fan of soldering. A lot less problems when you do that. Same thing. Line up, crimp it. All right, good, good. Everybody's happy. Now I'm just going to put the fan back in place, 3 bolts or 3 screws, and then we're going to test it. I'll be back in a minute. So on the side of the motor, more towards the driver's side, there is a vent here that has to go back in place. It just pushes back in. Don't forget it. It fits into the side of the housing. Wiggle it in there. Good. Make sure you get that back in. Just push it in like that. Let's try it. Let's see if it fixed the problem. Should fix the problem. Sounds like it's running to me. Oh, that sounds much better. All speeds are working. These resistors still good. It's good to go. Well, that's it. Blower motor and blower resistor are both fine. There's actually corrosion in the connector between the resistor and the blower motor. Two-sided connector. I couldn't get that connector today, so I bypassed, just cut both sides of that connector off, bypassed it with some butt connectors for now. When I get that connector, I'll go back in and solder the one connector back on and the new connector and plug it up permanently, but he needs to have this truck back today, and I can't get the connector today, so it'll be fine for now. Won't cause a problem. Pretty easy fix. Common issue, between the blower resistor, blower motor. In this case, we always say test, don't guess. You don't want to throw parts at it. You've been wasting your time. Just the connector and corrosion between the two components. If you have to do this, I hope it helps you out. If you like the video, subscribe below. Thanks for watching.